number 4 for you. All right, we have 35 people. A few are expected to join very soon. So let's begin the session. Afternoon session, Sunday, nap time, a big challenge again. But then uh, this session awaits to give you something which you have not heard of. This session is thought provoking in the sense that this session will trigger the thought, will ignite that thought to become the trainers for the future, trainers of tomorrow. We have to focus on all these areas that we're going to discuss, right? Okay, let me begin. May I know from you what is simulation?
Prototyping.
Prototyping. Okay.
It can be probably inciting or giving a context of what suits the situation.
What suits the situation? Okay.
It could be a replica of the original situation.
Replica of origin situation. Yes.
Sir, it could be live demonstration of the process or the
Live
situation.
demonstration of the problem. Yeah, right. Fine. All these are absolutely right. Very, very acceptable answers. So, simulation training, dear friends, is a method of training wherein an artificial setup is created which resembles the original one, so that people get to understand, people get to train themselves hands on, so that they are aware, they are prepared to handle the realities. Okay, so that is simulation. So today we will have a simulation on board training, and I'll give you a live problem to discuss, and you'll have to work out your strategies. You'll have to calibrate certain dimensions, certain parameters. Okay, so before that, we'll definitely go to this exercise. Before that, the simulation that we are focusing on, the theme for simulation exercise that we'll discuss is climate change and global warming. The most interesting, buzzing, contemporary, need of the hour topic. Okay, let me tell you that this is a common monster that all of us will have to fight together, irrespective of caste, creed, religion, race, no matter what. Because when tornadoes hit us, cyclone, heavy rainfall, drought, they don't differentiate between religions. They hit at once, and the impact is large. So they don't impact any one community, they impact humanity. So all of us will have to fight this monster together. We'll have to strengthen ourselves to combat this growing monster. So I want to know from you, what is climate change? What is global warming? Are you all with me? Initial first 15, 10, 12 minutes, I will just orient you, and then there is a hands-on session coming your way, because you must know the background before you work on the problem. Okay? So may I know from you, what is climate change?
I think
Anyone?
So, sir, essentially, it could be the global temperature or the overall temperature, atmospheric temperature, which is rising very heavily.
Yes.
Which were around I think pre-India this
Yes.
era of
Good.
industrialization. I think we have almost gone up to 1.5 degrees Celsius
Good.
higher than
App.
what we are
Precise.
having.
Precise. You have
Actually.
hit the board. You have hit the board. Right? How many of you know something about these figures? 1.1, 1.5, 1 degrees. How many of you are aware? Please raise your hands. Virtual hands, virtual hands. Okay, how many of you are not aware of this? 1 point, not aware. Now the opposite question. Not aware of 1.5, 1.1. Okay, it means most of you know. Okay, 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 right. So that makes a valid cause to understand what is this climate change and global warming. Okay, so dear friends, when you visualize the globe, just visualize a virtual globe. It is circular, tropic countries, temperate countries, equator, all that. I hope you're able to imagine and visualize. Global warming means, as per Paris Summit 2015, the entire globe is expected to get warm. And when we are reaching unprecedented levels of heating up, in case the temperature goes up, the temperature of the entire globe, average temperature of the entire globe goes up by 1.5 degrees, that is called as global warming. Okay, uh, if the temperature goes up in Delhi, that's not global warming. The temperature must go up in Finland as well, in Poland as well, in the Arctic region as well. The overall rise in the temperature around the globe, when the entire ball of globe gets heated up by 1.5 degrees, that is called as global warming. And what is climate change? Because the globe is heating up, we are observing, we are seeing a lot of changes in the climate. We are seeing a lot of changes in the climate. Extreme weather events, extreme rainfall, extreme drought, all this is climate. And weather is tracked on a daily basis, and climate is tracked uh, for a longer period of time, 10 years, 15 years. That's climate. Weather is on a daily basis. I hope you're able to understand.
Yes, sir.
Why are we discuss? Why should we discuss this? The reason is very simple. We are observing extreme climate related events these days, and our future lies, or if we have to survive, and if we have to serve the community, our future well-being depends upon the actions that we take for tomorrow. Imagine, you see, you cannot say that, okay, climate change, sea level rise, glaciers melting, sea level rise, how will that help me, or how will that affect me? We cannot be unconnecting, irresponsible, and say, look, we work in swanky buildings, AC put up, it hardly affects us, it doesn't matter, why should we bother? I think if this is a presumption, we are totally wrong, because it hits humanity. If there is no food to eat, if there are cyclones, if there are droughts, if there is water crisis, how will you go to office? How will you survive? How will you drive your BMW? If survival is a question mark, if survival is at stake, you just can't do it. So let's understand, one typical number is 1.5, very important number. The researchers, panel of experts, cohorts, all of them have come together and they have mentioned a figure that we should not allow the temperature to rise up by 1.5. Above that, the consequences are extreme. The consequences are going to be extreme, and we don't know what kind of disaster awaits us if this unabated growth continues to happen. There are three P's that we must focus on: people, planet, and profit. Our future training modules should focus on sustainability. Our future focused training programs should focus on sustainability. There are many policy makers here, there are trainers here, there are HR heads here, there are plant heads, training specialists. My humble appeal to all of you, I know this is going to be this will snowball, and this will have a mass reach. In your next training program for the new joinees, the new recruits, or middle level managers, whatsoever training, wherever you train, do not fail to include a module on sustainability, climate change, and global warming. Make people sensitive to the environment, make people understand what is their role in conserving our mother nature, and don't fail to mention that everyone has some responsibility. So the next module, or at least a module in your next training program, must be on sustainability, global warming, climate change. Focus on creating green jobs. Tell them about green certifications. Tell them about carbon footprint. Tell them about greenhouse gas. Tell them about carpooling. Tell them about sustainable development. And consider three R's: reduce, reuse, and recycle. So one module of your training program, upcoming training programs, the content must be at least one module, must be three R's: reduce, recycle, reuse, sustainability, carbon footprint, global warming. And if you allow me, if you permit me, I will take a virtual session on this wherever you organize the training program. You can ask me a question, sir, why is it important? One evident cause, or one evident problem is, these days skin cancer is on the rise. That's because we are exposed to harsh UV rays, and mental disorders because of heat strokes, well-being. All right, understand, we all organize yoga programs. People are suffering from a lot of mental disorders like dementia, heat stroke, all that. So please don't forget to incorporate a module on sustainability and global warming. So, dear friends, I have given you a brief idea. In the chat window, I have sent across, I've posted a link in the chat window. Please copy that and open it in a new browser. This is very interesting. I'm sure you have not heard of this. One thing before you actually start working on this, I will explain everything, and then you can start. Don't start until I say. Just wait for a minute. You see, all of you have given me your Sunday afternoon, which is precious time to take valuable, mind refreshing nap. All of you have given me this time, and it's my promise to you that this hour that you have given to me will not be a waste. You will get adequate returns from this, because I believe time and space should be rewarded. Okay, now please open that. I'm going to share my screen to you. Just a minute. Are you able to open that?
Yes, sir. Already open.
Yes, yes.
Already open.
Yes, sir. Already
Okay.
open.
Right. Right. Fine. Just a minute. I'll share my screen. Can you see some parameters and some dimensions there?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. Right. So now your task is your task is you will have to uh, scramble and disturb that 1.3, which is the figure that is visible on the screen. You will have to uh, scramble up, recalibrate, disturb all that, like kids normally do. When you give them a toy, they all disturb and they all play with it. And you have to bring it back to 1.5. Some parameters should be reduced, some parameters should be increased. And let us understand what are these parameters first. Okay, just a minute. Can you see my screen? No, okay.
Not yet, sir.
Okay. We will do it this way. Let me make it more engaging. One of you can share and then I will ask you to calibrate. I will, and I'll ask you how does this work. I know this is very new to you.
Can I
Who
see it?
wants?
So can I share?
Can I
So
share?
give me the host or access.
Yes, yes. Shivani wants to do it.
Yes, sir. I can do it.
Okay, just a minute. Yeah, you can do it.
Is it visible, sir?
Yes, it's visible.
Yes. I've already disturbed it a little bit, but yes.
Yes. Okay. Let me tell you, dear friends, before we work on this, there is one challenge that I'll throw at you. If anyone claims that this is not applicable for me, my sector, you tell me the place that you stay at. I will fly down to your place. I'll host a gala dinner in the best restaurant of your choice. So this particular board, this particular dashboard is applicable to all the sectors: telecom, pharma, medical, manufacturing, service, wherever you go. Wherever you go, all these parameters are applicable. Now, what I mean to say here is, can we make little alterations to these parameters and bring it down to less than 1.5? Okay, now what are these dimensions? What are these parameters? These are nothing but business processes, business activities that are applicable to almost all the activities, to almost all the business activities. Okay, now one condition, one caveat here is, you cannot make everything zero. It means we are stopping all the business, we are making the economy come to a standstill, to a grinding halt. That does not happen because businesses have to run. But the flip side, the sorry state is, we are chasing profit at some cost, or this profit is coming with some side effects, and that side effect is environmental degradation. Dear friends, we have seen many revolutions in the past. We have seen industrialization or industrial revolution. We have seen white revolution. We have seen green revolution. Industrial revolution is, when I am talking about 1.5 degrees, it basically means it basically means from the start point of industrialization in the late 18th century, from that point to 2024, the global temperatures have risen. The global temperature has gone up from that start point to this point. And if we allow it to go any further, we are inviting disasters, environmental disasters. I hope you're able to understand. We have seen we have seen industrial revolution. We have seen white revolution, which is Operation Flood, when India became self-dependent or overproduction of milk. We have seen green revolution when India became self-sufficient in producing rice and wheat. We could feed our own population, plus we could export. Then came IT revolution in the year 2000, when internet exploded, IT jobs were created. Now is the time for environmental revolution. There was a time when literacy was referred to as ability to read, write, and speak, or at least read and write. Then came computer literacy, when people were considered uneducated, illiterate if they were not apt or they were not savvy enough to work on computers. Now is the time for environmental literacy. As trainers, it is our responsibility to create or to be a part of this literacy and educate people on environmental degradation, climate change, and global warming. This is our individual social responsibility, because we have to survive and the future generation has to be safe, and we have to safeguard the interests of people at large and the upcoming generation. Can anyone tell me what is the simple meaning of sustainability? Are you all connected?
Sir, can I?
Yeah, please.
It is about inclusivity, taking into account
Okay.
businesses,
Yeah.
society,
Just a minute.
development.
Just a minute. Can you explain this in a layman's language?
Okay, okay, ठीक है sir.
Bare minimum required to
It's
keep some.
Bare minimum requirements. Yes.
it's how you prevent your natural resources
How
for
we
your
prevent
next
natural
generation.
resources.
Then it's
Yes,
meeting
for
the
next.
present needs
Living
Paying
of
due
within the
care
household.
limits.
to protection and care of flora and fauna,
Care of flora and fauna. Okay.
and
इसी
earning
चीज को
profits at the
संभाल के
same
यूज कर
time.
सर
Okay.
मैं आई
Yeah.
एज पर मी हमें अपने नेचुरल रिसोर्सेज को इस तरीके से यूज करना चाहिए सो दैट कि वो फ्यूचर में खत्म ना हो जाए.
Yeah. Correct. Okay, I'll give you one analogy, one
the
example.
Sir,
yeah
one
okay
part from my end only. I'm sorry, Kamna. If I can
Yeah.
just speak and then.
Yes.
So, sir, I think sustainability is something fundamentally, it is something which I can do it today, do it tomorrow, and on the same way where I can take a care of everything which is in and around to that, doing that one.
Okay. Right. So I'll give you one analogy to understand what is sustainability. Of course, the chat box is very clear, or chat box has so many comments. Meeting the needs of present without jeopardizing the needs of the future. Okay, this is the definition way. One example, and then we'll come to this board. Imagine there is a lake. There is a lake, and there is one crocodile in this lake.
Best example I can set here, sir.
Just a minute. Let me complete. There is a lake. There is one crocodile, and there are 10 fish. What this crocodile does is it gets over greedy, eats up all the fish in one day. The lake is now free from fish. Now, question of survival for long term or crocodile's sustenance is now a question mark because it has no food to eat. It cannot eat grass. It cannot eat weeds. So it should go hungry. Because when it takes up all the fish at one go, the fish cannot reproduce, they cannot populate, and they cannot grow in numbers because uh, they are not there at all. And now this crocodile starves for its food, could become a man eater, could prey on domestic animals, and it starts inviting the wrath of the public around. So automatically the public will go wild and it will be killed. Instead, if this crocodile eats one fish a day, controls its greed, does not go overboard in satiating its requirements. So it gives some time. So in 10 days, some fish are remaining, and then there is a chance to reproduce, and then the survival is not at stake. You understand? And we have become the crocodiles now. And what are these fish representing? Natural resources. And when we go overboard to consume everything, our survival is at stake. And who will kill us? We have seen extreme climate events. Very recently, there was Wayanad disaster. So this is a simple example in a layman's language, going out of the textbook way, going out of the definition way to understand what is sustainability. We are chasing profit, we are chasing mass profit over sustainability. We are exploiting natural resources and all that. Now, these are all the business processes that are contributing to global temperature rise. See if it is true or false. Coal. You use more coal, obviously more heat, and you must also know what are greenhouse gases. On a continuous basis, we continue to emit greenhouse gases, carbon, methane. Predominantly, these are greenhouse gases. We use a lot of fossil fuels. We emit carbon, and the carbon deposition, the carbon accumulates in the atmosphere, and carbon is a heat trapping gas. So whenever there is heat penetration, this carbon retains a lot of heat, and the entire area becomes very hot, and we become the victims of that. Just see all these parameters. Energy efficiency must go up, electrification must go up. That is why there is LED formula. Nature based, one parameter is inactive because we are using this unpaid version. If you register and pay, you can actually be a part of this global exercise. Technology must go up, yes. Suppose imagine all of you and I have to come to Delhi every Sunday for these classes. I will spend on money, I will spend on fuel, airfare, flying, lot of emission. You will come, but instead we are sitting at our home, we are using technology. We have saved a lot of natural resources, oil, nuclear, all that. You please look into all these parameters, and I'm sure you will find one parameter which is difficult to understand, and that is in the last row, which is carbon price. Are you all connected with me?
Yes, sir. Carbon tax. Yes.
Am I sounding like Greek and Latin? Are my words sounding like Greek and Latin? No, right?
No, sir.
Right. So carbon price, what is this carbon price? The meaning of this carbon price is, or it can be understood in two ways. One simple example to understand this. Now, during a festival, let's say Ganesh festival or a Diwali festival, some kids burst a lot of crackers. And when we know when crackers are bursted, they emit gas, smoke. Imagine the intensity of this emission is very high, and there lives an old man in the second floor, in an apartment on the second floor. He catches up or he gets asthma attack because of this emission, because of this pollution, and he ends up paying 5,000 rupees for his treatment. Now it is not his fault. Somebody was bursting crackers, or those kids bursted the crackers. This gas went up to second floor. He inhaled, got asthma attack, and then he's at risk, he's at stake. He ended up paying the price. Now carbon pricing means the price that public will pay for the increasing carbon content in the atmosphere. Are you getting me? That you and I will pay because of carbon content growing up or getting increased in the environment. This is one way to understand. Second way, at what cost is this coming? It is coming at a very heavy cost. The price of this carbon is very, very heavy, and we cannot afford to pay it because there are n number of risks associated with carbon accumulation. So that is called as carbon pricing. Okay,
Um,
play around with these parameters and get it down to 1.5. Don't make everything zero because it is impractical. If you make everything zero, all the business activities will come to a standstill, to a grinding halt, and we cannot afford to do this because when there is recession, or you're compelling the economy to go into a recession because you're bringing down the economic activities. Are you getting me? All of you are there with me?
yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
so
sir.
please work on this
Yes, sir.
board. Please
Sir,
work.
later on after the exercise, I would like, please explain me one statement related to carbon price that I came
Yeah,
across on the Google later.
yeah. Yes, yes. No, the reason I have not used the Google way is it is very difficult to understand and explain. That is why I have simplified it. For example, if I tell you what is whey protein, what is isoprotein? Isoprotein is a complex form of protein and all that. The definition is like that. But I have broken down it to simpler units, and then I have explained you what is carbon price. Carbon price means, don't go by definition. It is very difficult to assimilate. And even if I explain you that, you will remember it for 10 minutes. And tomorrow, if I ask you what is the meaning of carbon price, you will forget if you go the definition way. So, carbon pricing means the price that we pay for the increasing content, for the increasing carbon content in the environment, and it's the price that public will pay if the carbon goes up. I hope you're able to understand. So play around with these numbers.
While changing the denominator also keeps on changing. So
Yeah,
we want the
ev-
numerator to be 1.5, right?
everything. No. The numerator must be less than 1.5.
Denominator is irrespective.
Yeah, don't worry about denominator.
Okay, fine.
And you will see that everything is connected. You move and you calibrate one, there is change.
Sir, we need to reduce the temperature.
Get it below 1.5. Get it below 1.5.
Got it.
And be logical in your approach. You cannot make everything zero.
Sir, one interesting fact. Even if I keep it in status quo, also it would become 2.8 by 2100.
Yeah, yes, yes, yes.
That's amazing.
So in my dashboard, it's 1.4.
So what parameters did you play with? You can share your views later.
Sure.
Is it engaging, dear friends?
Yes, sir. Something new. So definitely we are using a lot of cognitive ability over here, but also doing the experiential part.
Yes.
So for me also it's 1.4.
Good, good.
So just only curious about some of the things. So there are some jargon which is coming as highly subsidized.
Uh, Highly subsidized is when you
Promoted
uh,
for
yes,
usage, more or
when
less.
you go for renewable energy, you will find that
Hmm.
subsidized component.
Right, right, right.
It means uh, extensive use of green energy, renewable energy. You get subsidies from the government,
Sure, sure.
so you can increase that parameter.
And on the other side, if it is highly taxed in a sense, like so it is somewhere possibly government is also focusing on reducing over usage of those particular
Coal.
elements.
Yeah, yes.
Core. Right, right, cool.
You can stop sharing the screen, Shivani. You can work on this board for yourself. Thank you.
Yes, sir. It's done from my end anyways. So if you want to have a look at it.
Sir, it
Yeah,
is
I
coming to
let
1.4 only.
1.4.
Yes.
Try reducing further.
Yes.
Try possibly. But very important here, please understand each of this or every dimension that is mentioned here. Please try to understand every dimension, and please see how that dimension is connected to your industry, your job, your organization, your sector. Because we cannot work in silos. Do you all agree that it is connected to you with in some way or the other?
Yes, sir, for sure.
Yes,
In
sir.
every aspect of life, and every aspect or every industry as well. Sir.
Yes, it is connected very much.
I work with the mining industry, so this is very much connected to us. Every day
Definitely.
it is in and out job for mining industries.
There cannot be an industry, there cannot be a sector which has no link to this. And if you can say that it is no way connected to my sector, my job, my organization, tell me the place of your stay. I will fly down to your place. I will host a gala dinner in the best restaurant of your choice.
Sir, one question.
Yes.
What is this vertical bar, small bar on the every scale given?
That is graph.
So what does it say in renewable energy is showing less side, some on
No, no,
coal?
no. You have to calibrate those bars. Those horizontal bars will have to calibrate. That is a part of policy making. If you are a part of some organization which is into policy making, suppose you are a HR head, you can promote renewable energy in a sense that in one bus you make people to come to your office. it means you are reducing carbon emission. So there has to be a policy. In case you are an electrical engineer, you will come up with some policy which will uh, basically focus on reducing carbon content or carbon emission. Those vertical bars are to be played with.
Okay,
That's
sir.
the crux of this game. That is the crux of this activity.
Sir, one question. Nuclear energy. So, I mean, is it something which where we can actually go for overutilization of that, which can actually help us to in terms of reduce the temperature overall, because
Yes, nuclear energy. Yes, there is that dimension mentioned there, but nuclear energy also emits heat.
right.
It
So
spoils
that's why
water
actually I
quality.
was coming into.
and
So
and and
mhm,
nuclear energy leaves behind a trail of residues which are not good
waste.
for the
Yes.
environment.
Mhm.
So again, that has to be calibrated.
Sure. Sure, sir. Yeah.
Just work around another 3 minutes on this, and then I will introduce you to the next concept. See if you can take this dashboard to your training room, to your boardroom, to your training sessions hereafter, and make people think on this, something new, food for thought. Just give me a minute, I'll get my water bottle.
Sir,
So I made it to 1.3.
So even if you don't get the numbers below 1.5, that's fine, but please understand, we are all talking about HR, marketing, training, and all that. If the world is not safe to live, then all these are of no use. When our survival is at stake, when our survival is posing a lot of questions to the well being of our next generation, the current generation, and the Mother Earth, all this is of no use. Am I right?
true, sir.
And imagine I am a core and a strong advocate of environmental protection.
Sir,
Uh,
one is
and
please, please.
yeah, yeah, I'll give you the chance.
Yes, sir.
Imagine or just analyze the evolution of human beings. There was a time when the giant woolly mammoths ruled this planet. The moment this environment or Mother Earth understood or realized that these woolly mammoths, even dinosaurs, were of no use to me, they were more destructive than being helpful. They cannot live in harmony. The mother nature or the environment did not let them survive. It vanished.
Natural selection.
So if we as human beings continue to destroy, bring hazards, don't be surprised that we will be discarded, we will be culled away. So let's become responsible citizens first, and then we'll become great trainers, HR people, will become wonderful L&D professionals and all that. Let's understand that we are human beings first, and let's learn to live in harmony with the mother nature. Did you understand anything new? Yeah,
Yes, sir,
1.3.
please.
Agree. Agree.
Completely agree, sir. Very important for us to understand.
1.3, 1.4. Yes. 1.3, 1.4. A lot of messages. Right. Right. Thank you so much. I hope you are able to understand. Okay. Let me share something different again. Okay. I will give you the content, the matter, a new board, a new framework using which you can design your next training program. And that is something that I'll show you shortly. Just a minute. Just a minute. Have you heard of something called as UN Framework for Sustainable Development?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
good. Great. Great. Okay, here is something coming for you. I've shared it in the chat window. Just see it and we'll discuss on that. Open with, okay, or else I can share that screen for the benefit of everyone. Cancel, share. Just a minute.
So I cannot find any link
Yeah,
on
yeah,
the
yeah.
chat.
Just a minute, just a minute. Just a minute. Here it goes. Can you see it now?
No, sir.
Just a minute. Okay, somebody's already shared it. 17 goals. Yes.
Yeah, Vikram already shared with us.
Yes, yes, yes. The same one I was about to share. The same one. So let's have a look at that. It's good that you have shared it. So you can share that screen. Okay, here it is. The 17 UN framework. 17 UN framework. 17 goals. You want to share, talk something on that, Mr. Vikram?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, I'll make you the co-host, and then you can share.
Okay.
You can share that.
Okay. Just a sec.
You are the co-host now, and you can share.
Okay, can you able to see my screen?
Yeah, we can see your screen. Just
Yes,
scroll
yes.
down. Just scroll down a little. Yeah, scroll a little. Yeah, yeah. Hold on, hold on, hold on.
Yep.
Little. Yes, yes. Hold on. A little above. Scroll a little up. Let all the 17 be visible. Little down. Little down.
Yeah, just a sec. I need to
Yes.
little bit zoom
Yes.
in.
Yes.
I think then
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
can.
Yeah. So, dear friends, for this is for the ones that are not aware of this framework. The next set of training programs, the next set of educational programs, the next set of policies will all revolve around this framework. This framework is called as United Nations Framework for Sustainable Development, and United Nations is working on all these areas. They are called as SDGs, Sustainable Development Goals. And your next set of programs will all be on this. This will be the central framework, the cornerstone for all the policies, for all the educational institutes, for all the schools to revamp their syllabus. Because we have to understand that the world is going through a tremendous transformation, and this negative development is bringing a lot of disasters to the well-being of human beings. Just have a look at these 17 goals and see what you can do as trainers in your respective domains at your respective workplaces. This is thought provoking, and this is the new content for your training and development. Please have a look. Please try to understand. Okay, I will give you some assignments now to work on. Are you all clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So now, let me uh, divide you into breakout rooms. Let me place you in different breakout rooms and give you something to work on. Are you all ready?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay. So the
Yes,
task
sir.
go. So the task goes this way. You can pick up any one area, any one SDG from the given 17 goals, and you must design a training program on that goal. Okay, and let me help you. Your second assignment, which has come to you, is about the same thing. So half the assignment is already solved. It's just that you have to write. That's it. You have to just highlight why is it important. Okay, so the task goes this way. When all of you will be placed into different breakout rooms, pick up one area, one goal of your choice, develop a training program on that, and please tell why is it important for the corporate sector, for the business sector, for the corporate sector to organize training programs picking SDGs as themes. May not be the main training area. Main training area will be, or the core training area will be product training, technology training, and all that. But this can be ancillary, this can be collateral at least. And you have to justify why is it important. Suppose you have picked up life underwater. Why is it important? So the next time when you go to any beach, Goa, or any other beach area, please understand that beaches are beyond walking on the sands. Can anyone tell me what is the role of sea or ocean for for the well-being of human beings?
Sir, what is the question?
What is the role of sea or an ocean for the well-being of human beings?
It is
Sir,
the
Practically
just
ultimate source
beneficial.
of salt.
Rain,
Hmm?
which involved in the rain as well as which involved in maintaining the
Natural.
climatic balance and which also involved in reducing the natural disasters. So anything which happens wrong over there, even a 0.1%, that will be reflected in the land in any form like tsunami or any other form.
Okay.
Sea plays an
Yes.
important role, including our necessary for water.
Yeah. Yeah. The one
Sir,
liner.
where
Yeah. Yes, you're right. The quick message here is seas and oceans hold up
Interconnectedness.
hold up a lot of carbon in them. Seas and oceans hold up a lot of carbon there. And you can ask me why? Because carbon is required for the life underwater, such as the corals, underwater life, they also need carbon. So they absorb a lot of carbon, which in turn is very helpful for human beings. All the carbon that we emit from the cities goes out, and when it is hovering over an ocean or a sea, the sea absorbs it, which in turn is very helpful. And that carbon which is absorbed is very helpful for the plants and the life below water, which in turn is very good for human beings. If that carbon is not to be trapped, the temperature will rise up like anything. It goes beyond control, and human beings will perish. Our upcoming future workforce, upcoming recruited staff, the new joinees must know all this because they are here to stay. They should know beyond product, technology, salary slip, work profile, job duty, responsibilities. They must know this. Okay. Okay, let's work on this exercise. There are 45 people, so please join the breakout room. I will give you some time, say 10 minutes, and then you please come back.
Sir, Purushottam here.
Yes, yes, tell me.
Sir, can you add me in room number 4, sir? Because I lost my connectivity in laptop.
Oh, sorry. In fact, the time is up. So all
Okay,
your
okay.
members will come back to the main platform.
Okay, sir. Okay, okay. No problem, sir.
Yeah.
Sure.
Shall we start, sir?
Yeah, just a minute. Okay, welcome back, all of you. Some of you may be wondering, where have I landed back? Suddenly, breakout rooms were closed and all that. I'm so sorry. Paucity of time, so many things to be covered, and SDG in itself is a huge ocean, which needs a lot of time uh, to understand that in detail. Okay, so this particular exercise may have given you some insights to work on your assignment. Second, very important thing, as a part of ISTD PG diploma program, as a partial requirement, you will have to undertake one project. When is that? I think ISTD officials will tell you that. You can pick up one goal out of these 17 goals and take up extensive research on that. So this SDG framework will act as a base for you to select one goal and take up your SIP, or what's called as internship study. Second, Second, I'm sorry that I may not be able to give you uh, the chance now to present your views, because we are approaching 5:30 and it's a Sunday. You have already given me 2.5 hours, more than 2.5 hours today. So I don't want to keep you holding for long. However, if you're interested, you can always come back to present your views in my next class. I'm okay with that. I'm ready for that. Okay. Second takeaway. Yeah.
हाँ सर आप कंटिन्यू करें.
Okay. Okay. Fine. Okay. Second takeaway. At the end of your ISTD PG diploma program, one training module for Gen Z that we have discussed about, and second training module for any one of these 17 SDG goals. I think your life is worth it. Your PG diploma is worth it, because you have come up with your own module and you're contributing back to the space. And that will have a lot of rewards to you. It means you have taken away something. You have grabbed a great chance to learn and contribute back. Third, important, as per Companies Act 2013, CSR is mandatory. CSR is mandatory.
What is CSR?
Corporate social responsibility.
Achha.
Every
Yes sir.
company, every company must earmark or spend 2% of its net profit on CSR activities. Now, sometimes companies are confused what to do, where to invest, where to train, what to organize, how to do. You can go back to your company, suggest your company that these are some areas that we can focus on, brainstorm, select one goal, and you can revolve your activities on that goal. And I'm sure all these 17 goals will fit into the requirements of corporate social responsibility legal framework, or companies act will certainly accommodate one of these goals, because these goals are in the public interest. So please go back, take this framework, sit, discuss across, and you can suggest a new area for your company to invest their CSR funds on. Do you all agree with me? Give me a raise your virtual hands if you agree with me.
Yes, sir.
Agree, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So let's not be very theoretical in our approach. Let's not be only syllabus oriented, portion oriented, time oriented. I have already told you that the time that you have given me should be worth it. Time, space that all of you have given me, especially on a Sunday, there must be some takeaway. Right? So these are some things that I wanted to share for today. Thank you so much for being very, very participative, very active, very lively. I hope this session has given you
Sir,
Add
something.
one thing, sir.
Yes.
It's Kamna.
Yeah, come on. Tell me.
Yeah, just for the knowledge, maybe most of us must be aware, but whenever I do some outdoor programs and we have this social responsibility outcome, so I usually start with ecological concepts. So there are six basic ecological concepts that if we can start with it, so it will help us to prepare the mindset of the trainees about
Yeah,
sustainability.
yeah, fine. But just to reframe your thought process, you can focus on one of these goals because these are global goals.
True. So this the ecological concept gonna go back to the first exercise that you gave us. You were mentioning again and again that even one factor, if you change, so it's gonna impact the
Yes,
other one, right?
yes, yes,
So
yes,
that concepts, it helps you to understand the scale change and interconnectedness, how we are
yes,
impacting, how the carbon footprints are impacting, how it's gonna come back to us, and this and that. So
yes,
I think I'll share the link if people wanna refer to it. Go
yes.
for it then. Thank
All right.
you.
Thank you. I hope Sunday 3 hours with me was worth it. That
Lovely
3 hours.
session.
Lovely, sir.
Lovely
Wonderful.
session. Thank you so much.
Highly informative.
This
Wonderful
Pleasure.
session, sir.
En-roads, just only
Really
one
appreciate
query.
that,
So
sir.
this
Thank you,
En-roads
sir.
we
Thank you
can,
so much. It's a
this
lovely session.
En-roads, can we use it?
Yeah, you can use. You can use.
Okay, okay,
Definitely,
great.
you can use. You can
sir, may
take
I,
this link. You can take this link back.
sir, may I ask question or
Oh,
clarity?
oh yes,
Sir, since this is, very vast kind of area, CSR, then development sector, inclusivity, sustainability, and it's covering all the world. So
yes,
what exactly we need to do as a trainer? We need to integrate the goals, whatever we are doing, any
yes.
training we are designing, or we need to catch particular, vertical.
No, no, no. The trick is integrate, make people socially responsible, make them responsible citizens, make them sensitive towards environment, natural resources, and all that. Teach beyond, teach beyond product training, teach beyond technological training, teach beyond soft skills, teach beyond office atmosphere, make them peep out of their office windows.
Right, sir. One more thing.
Can I add something on it for just for 30 seconds on this?
Please
Yes,
tell me.
please.
Hello?
Yes,
Sir,
please.
Hello,
yeah,
Mr.
myself, Jagdeep. See, as you said on this sustainability development goals of this 17 points, now the companies who are coming up with any new tie-ups or something, before entering into the company, they are initially starting up an audit on this. It is
Yes,
called as an environment and social governance.
Yes,
So each and
yes.
every company out of my India might have started now, but Germany and other UK and all of them are very much concentrated on this. So it is a very essential and important one for each and every individual. For example, I have attended more than 6 to 7 audits on this. So the level of
environmental impact assessment.
Assessment, exactly. So
Yes.
this is a very important one, and I'm very thankful that this kind of a session is very, very, very added and advantage, and it will be very useful in the near future for every one of us.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, this is the biggest new avenue and opportunity we have opened up for all of us.
Please do capitalize. Please do capitalize. I have, what do I say, one sole interest. We all should serve our mother nature in the capacity that we can.
Sir, frankly speaking, are you working on any project?
Yes, yes.
With
I worked on
government
so
or
many.
any private?
Yeah, I have worked with so many
So
projects.
can you integrate? Can you include us also in the
Yeah,
respective interested areas?
very recently we had got a grants of 3.5 lakhs from the central government to educate all the teachers on sustainable development goals. So we taught them water conservation, we taught them food
In which sector,
conservation.
sir? Sector, sir?
Educational sector. Educational sector.
Education.
Yes.
CSR project.
Sir, is it related to NEP 2020? Like, because in that we have a
Yes, we had
correct,
NEP 20, we had
correct.
NEP 2020. We had NEP 2020. We had done this. We did this program for 1 week, and all the teachers were trained on what is sustainability, climate change, global warming, so that they in turn go back and teach their students. So it's a mass appeal. It's a mass appeal, and it will have a snowballing effect. If I teach one teacher, if I educate one teacher, and that teacher will go back and talk to 100 students, so I am potentially reaching 100 people. That was the goal.
It is something we call train
And
that.
we also spoke on reducing plastic usage and all that.
Dr. Sanjay,
Yeah,
I can also tell that.
I was saying this is something what we call train the trainer. So
train
it
the trainer.
helps overall.
Yes.
And actually very happy to share that out of this goals which I mentioned, our organization is already working in CSR for 2-3 goals in line.
Excellent. Very good. Excellent. Very happy to know that. So I'm talking stuff. I'm talking what is relevant.
Yeah.
Sure.
Even I can just say that in my organization, I'm one of the sustainability trainer who's looking into these kind of topics, and we are doing this at every level, I would say that. So we have certain e-learnings which is available, so that every new joiner is there, so that he can just go through that particular e-learning, and then we are using the modular level approach. So if there is any face-to-face trainings are required, so I've trained almost like my 5,000 employee working in the company on this particular topic, and it's definitely it's like when you understand about these things, when you know about these things, then you can realize, okay, how much important it is.
Very nice.
And yeah, people feel that this is definitely we need to take forward, not only for the mother earth. It's also sometimes like people are now capitalizing it, because this is also investment, this is also an opportunity for getting your money back, even though
Absolutely. All that I want to say here is the traditional, outdated, redundant modules have to be replaced with these new modules, which are extremely important for a sustainable future. So thank you so much, everyone. I hope.
Sir, thank you. I think it's out of our syllabus, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Loved it, sir.
Thanks for
So
giving
much.
the new
Highly
avenue.
informative session.
Thank you, sir. We are all connected to one Mother Earth. So it's our collective responsibility to educate, get to know, share.
Sir, one thing, a question or sir. Are we recognized as a ISTD trainer for as a resource person in development sector organizations like NGOs, your corporates, or in CSR verticals?
You can be.
Okay, sir. Thanks a lot. Thanks.
You can be. So thank you so much, all of you. Sorry to take 3 hours on.
No, it's not a sorry matter, sir. It's just our benefit and big benefit.
Yeah.
And hats off to you, sir. Hats off to you.
Awesome.
Thank you, sir.
Information overload, sir.
Because I always believe the time that you have given to me should be worth it. You must go back happy. You
So
must go
very
back with something new.
Thank
So
you,
thank you.
sir. Bye bye. Have a nice day.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
okay, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
See you next week, guys.
See you. Bye.
Kamna, we are going to see you in Zenzi project meeting now
Yes,
only.
yes.
Okay. See you then.
Shivani, you can give them some break. I think they're all tired for the whole day.
No, sir. Then
Sir, why
again
did
next
you
week there will be nothing, sir. So
why did
just
you arrange on Google Meet?
yes,
Not
I have
Zoom
sent the
link.
link already.
Okay, bye.
सर ओके एक मैं आइडिया लॉन्च करना चाह रहा हूँ सर
Yeah.
यदि आप एक दिन ले सको तो इसका एक अलग से सेशन लीजिए सर आई विल जॉइन अनदर 200 to 250 people another from other sector too if you can
Yeah,
or if
we'll
you
do it.
say paid or unpaid that is up to you so accordingly I launch
We'll do it. We'll do it. Definitely. Why
it's
not?
really wonderful sir and it is the need of the hour throughout the world
We'll do it. Definitely. Why not? We'll do it.
okay sir thank
We'll
you
do it.
sir have a nice
Thank
day
you. Thank you. Thank you. Go ahead and live your Sunday. Enjoy your Sunday.
Thank you, sir.
Bye. Bye.